All right, all right, all right.
All rise, orders in court. It is technically Florida Friday today.
Oh, yeah. All in for the Florida Freak Fest 2024.
Brought to you by In-N-Out Bail Bonds, obviously.
Yes. Voted, by the way, 3 consecutive years.
Yeah.
Winner of the absolute best of Baby. As you can see up there, they were best of Baby. And then they also won the official Community Choice Award.
Oh yeah, it's ground. What happened today in with the old Puxatawny Phil?
I don't know. I've been shut in like a shut in.
I did see a funny thing that your daughter just posted, holding up the holding them up. It says, "This is me," about my newborn. That was pretty fun. That made me laugh.
Oh boy, but yeah, if anybody's got the deets on that, is there more winter, spring coming? What's happening? I need to know.
It's a beautiful,
even though it's really nice here right now.
Yeah, we're at 64 degrees and sunny for once, which is crazy. Only one person trying to sell me new windows today, so that was pretty good.
Oh wow,
you did make it all the way up.
We'll take them all.
I was doing dishes. I didn't hear them or didn't see them. I'm usually outside when they start walking up. Anyways, so first appearances in Florida.
Yeah, in the beautiful state of Florida. Again, we are only here to entertain, talk, commiserate. And we'd like for you to be part of it too. Make sure you say hello in the chat as we get ready for this incredible Groundhog Day.
Great edition, by the way.
Yeah, that's the poll question, by the way. Is that Bill Murray's best movie?
Early spring. I'm all right.
It is. All right.
Well, it's here today, so.
Can the guys in the truck make those things smaller so I can see this guy's face, please?
No, that's
anybody.
I had to move 10 from my side.
Trevor, are you listening? There, thank you, Trevor.
Oh, good job, guys.
Way to go, Trevor.
Friday, even high rock up
for your first appearance. My understanding, sir, is the jail has
I've never eaten one.
Rights. Mr. Methi, you are charged with 1 count domestic violence battery.
A groundhog?
First-degree misdemeanor. I don't know if that's 1 year in the county jail. It says here, sir, that you would like the public defender's office to represent you. You've got 4 dependents and bring home about $800 a month in income. Is that right?
That's not correct. Yes.
$800 a month.
I want the public defender's office to help you with this.
That's terrible.
Could you imagine?
Even YouTubers say, I'm sorry.
Okay.
History. Mr. Methi, let's see here. It says you live in Panama City. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't call him the Panama City Playboy for nothing, Creed.
I have about 20 years in Bay County.
20 years in Bay County. All right. I'm let's see.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Methi, first thing I'm going to tell you is the most important thing I tell you today. I do not want this situation to escalate. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter an order, excuse me, that says you're not to have any contact with the alleged victim in this particular case. And I think that is a Miss Haddock or Haddock. I'm not sure how she pronounces it. But when I say no contact with her, that does not just mean face to face. That also means don't call her, don't email her, don't text message.
Sorry, it's the Howard Stern minute here. I need to jump in very quickly. My evening was consumed last night with watching the saga of Dominic Barbara doing his whole thing with. Do you remember the story about him? Sorry, guys, this is stuff you probably don't even. None of you even care about. Where he went into the bagel shop. He called the cops. He called the cops to come with him. Because he or she had to restrain his wife.
Yeah, she had a restraining order against him.
Right. So he called the cops because he thought she might be there.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes into the bagel shop with the cop. Shit happens. And he ended up getting arrested, not her.
Again, I think it was all part of his plan. Is we hear about people using TPOs and PPOs and restraining orders to kind of trap people.
Right.
And I think he tried to do that. and it didn't work out
And it
very
didn't
well
work
at all.
out. It was reverse out. It was so this YouTube video was like all of it put together, like that entire saga of him calling in, weeks later, and oh my god, it was so good. And I just laughed so much.
Don't send her a letter. No form of contact whatsoever.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
Yes, Your Honor.
He'll be back. He's on the schedule.
Sir, I am entering an order to that regard. If you violate this order and have contact, that can lead to other criminal charges being pressed against you. Okay? So it is serious.
That's somebody that gets it. Gary, thank you.
Oh, Gary, thank you so much. And first night at home, I guess, went okay. I wasn't there. I slept like a baby.
Oh, I bet.
So I don't know about the rest of
What
them.
I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a small monetary bond on you in the amount of $1,500.
Gary, where are you?
Work on this on the 2nd, which
Sure
is
was.
this Friday at 8:30 in the morning. Judge Van will be your judge, but I think Judge Kramer is still covering on Friday for him. So make sure that you are in the
Thank you, Bubba.
courtroom and make sure that you're there on time. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Methi.
Appreciate it.
I do.
First time anybody's ever said
Your
that.
Honor.
That's right.
May I push that an extra day or two because my mother has prosthetic appointment in Jacksonville. And
Oh.
she has to get 2 prosthetics made on the 2nd.
Two, my
Two
God.
legs.
I'm
Imagine.
the only
Okay.
person that.
No, sir.
I'm the only
I
person
don't
that-
have the authority to move the court date. What you can do, like I told you, Judge Kramer is the judge that's going to be hearing the case on Friday. You can certainly make the request of him as your judge,
Hello,
whether he
you.
would agree to a continuance on that. I don't have the authority here today to change the court schedule. So, but you can ask Judge Kramer if he'll agree to it. Okay.
Listen, that's a pretty good excuse if you
But
ask
other-
me.
if you don't get that,
That
approval,
really is. My mom needs new legs, Your Honor.
good luck to you, sir.
I mean, we hear a lot of excuses. What is she
Can't drive
saying,
herself. I mean, she's got to get there. He's got a lot of questions. Quit asking so many questions.
Yeah, you're
bro.
holding us up here. By the way, who the hell is Richard, and why does it have to be on the screen? Guys,
I think that's the
All right,
Judge?
good afternoon, Mr. Thrush. You were
Attorney.
here today for your
Oh.
first appearance. My understanding, sir, the jail has advised you of your rights. And Mr. Thrush, you are here, looks like facing 2 charges. First one is grand theft of a motor vehicle. That is a 3rd-degree felony, punishable up to 5 years in the Department of Corrections. Second charge is dealing in stolen property. That is a 2nd-degree felony, punishable up
we
to
try to sell the car.
6 years in the Department of Corrections.
Got a car for sale.
We have an attorney here
on Craigslist.
this afternoon, Mr. Kelly.
eBay Motors.
Hear you and see you, so I'm not going to appoint the PD's office. And before I turn it over to Mr. Kelly,
Gary?
Ms. Fambro, is there
Gary.
anything he or I need to know about any history?
Yes, it
There's
was.
just a death by conversion out of Georgia back in 14. That's it.
Georgia in 14. All right, Mr. Kelly, anything you want me to know?
Yes, Your Honor. I've provided a number of documents to Nadia Galbraith to the state attorney's office. I don't see her on the screen, but I presume she's appearing by Zoom. Is that correct?
I am present.
Whoa!
Nadia, I would like to provide the judge with some of the documents that I've provided to you. If you have any objection to me providing him with a copy of the notice to appear, Mr. Bowers and
Who?
Ms. Chandler and the bill of sale that
I think he said Blowers.
earlier today.
The citizen
Bowers, not Noel. That's my wife. She'll tell you.
Sure, absolutely.
This is a
Hi,
little
Alex.
bit of an unusual case, but I think I could sum it up as such. Mr. Bowers, owner of the vehicle in question, went to jail in February of 2017 for numerous meth charges in violation of probation.
Church-
He authorized
Methi.
according to the complaint affidavit. In this case, this young lady, Christy Ann Chandler, with an extended history, and this is just one of her cases of fraud and theft, and other crimes involving dishonesty, to sell his motor vehicle so he could post bond.
Okay.
This is a copy of the bill of sale that she allegedly fails to mention to the police department that she actually sold this vehicle. They later, about a month later, accused him of theft. In this case, he lives in Georgia.
He was framed.
Was he trying to sell the stolen car? to make bail,
All
or
right,
was this
so
another car with the?
He was in on meth charges, and he was trying to sell a car that apparently no longer belonged to him, or either did belong to him and someone else claimed it belonged to them.
Oh boy, Officer Porkchop reporting for duty. This dude.
Sort it out, kids.
I caught that too. You ever heard of that?
Well,
Crimes of dishonesty. I love that.
The honest crimes are the ones that you get paid for.
Charles, I had to pee so bad when I woke up this morning. I didn't even pay attention.
You were outside peeing?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, me too. I did the same thing when I took the dog out.
I try to limit my porch peeing because there's a lot of neighbors.
Georgia, in this case, has been out since 2017.
Okay.
I would suggest to the court that this case is probably headed in one direction, but
Terrible man.
court to consider, even though he does live in Georgia, he has some family that lives in Lynn Haven, cousins and an uncle. I've been in constant contact with the cousin he lives with, who retained us to represent him. If the judge would consider allowing him out on a non-monetary bond or through pre-trial release program.
Well, let me ask you this: I might be consider that based on his history. Let me ask you this: it sounds like you're retained based on how much work you put into this. Okay, so
he is a retired Marine veteran, combat veteran who's receiving disability for combat-related.
Hoorah!
Okay.
All right. Mental health.
No problem. Here's what I'll do for him.
Okay.
So yeah, no problem. So once you told me that he only has one prior in Georgia, and I'm assuming you'll file a waiver of appearance on his behalf. So yeah, all right. So here's what I'll do. And certainly I'm assuming you'll keep that for the judge. That's going to be all right. So here's what I'll do, Mr. Thrush.
7 something?
Because you do
7 pounds, 1 ounce.
been fully retained who will file
was
a notice of appearance in this case. What I'll do, sir, is I'll release your pretrial release. All right. And what that means is it's not going to cost any money to get out of jail. However, you're going to have to go in person. Today is Wednesday. You will get out of jail probably dinner time.
Today's Friday.
Around there. Tomorrow, before you go back to Georgia, I'm assuming Mr. Kelly will probably want to see you. But you also need to come down to the courthouse tomorrow, go up on the second floor and report into pretrial release. All right. And then they'll give you future instructions. Your court date on this is going to be the 4th of March at 9 a.m. I understand what Mr. Kelly is telling me just out of an abundance.
3 days before my birthday.
Order, though, Mr. Thrush, that you yourself not have any contact with the alleged victim in this particular case. Certainly your attorney through proper channels can have contact, but I don't want you doing your own research and reaching out to the alleged victim without Mr. Kelly doing it. All right. Am I clear about that?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Judge could do radio.
You're right to the
Yeah, he's got a hell of a voice on him.
Quinn,
Is that the only one you got?
I like that the judge thought this guy was doing his own investigative.
step on the Reddit.
Yes.
There you go.
That guy just,
Mhm.
this dude okay? Or
He's
Thanks, man.
got the gout.
Christopher Quinn.
Good afternoon, Mr. Quinn. You were here today for your first appearance. My understanding, sir, the judge advised you of your rights. Mr. Quinn,
Yes.
you are charged with 1 count domestic violence battery. That is a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable up to 1 year in the county jail. It says here, Mr. Quinn, that you'd like the public defender's office to represent you, and it says that you have no earnings, no income. Is that correct?
I'm on disability.
All right. Say you're on disability. Is it a monthly? Is it Social Security disability or like workers' comp?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Is that your own source of income?
I have no other source.
oh, you know what? He actually is Triple H. Look at the chain going down.
At first, I thought I was like, "Oh, maybe he's got that." He's talking about his disability. I was wondering what disability was going to be, but I guess it's not his legs. Hey, Amy.
Everybody else jumping in. Welcome, Florida Friday, watching first appearances, and now we know that the dude doesn't actually have gout. It's just these cobbled together. Makes more sense.
I'll appoint the public defender's office to help you with this then.
I'm glad you asked, actually.
Oh, this mug? You can find it right down below. It is a members only mug. So if you want to impress your friends and neighbors, you can pick one up too. Look for the link down below. You go shop at the store, or you'll see a little thing in there. It's no big deal.
Pro tip. You don't have to be a member to get a members only.
That's right. Impress your friends.
Thank
Half
you.
the cost.
Anything I need to know about Mr. Quinn?
Yeah, with domestic in 22, same victim. Tennessee 20 is a no valid and a leaving the scene.
Oh, God, sorry, Teresa.
22, same victim. All right.
Kirnoth.
Mr. Quinn says you live in Panama City. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. How long?
Like 2 years with my mama.
So you live with your mother?
Yes, sir.
Shocker.
Surprise,
It
surprise.
it appears to me from reading this.
Or I did. My fault. I live with my brother.
All right.
Which one is it?
Plain alleged is that your mother is the alleged victim. So I want to be sure, do you live with your mother or you live with your brother?
I live with my brother. I wish I lived with my mother, though. I miss her.
She got way nicer
I
place.
did what I did, but I got mad at her because it's a long story.
Tell us about it, bud.
Mr. Quinn, I'm not interested in the story today. Certainly, you can talk to your
I
attorney
am.
about
Judge,
that.
stop.
But
I
what
am.
will tell you, Mr. Quinn, is I don't want this situation to escalate. So I'm going to order that you not have any contact with your mother for the time being, and that's Miss Viola. So when I say no contact,
Viola.
go to her house, don't call her, don't email her, don't.
I
text
hate their
message her.
chicken. I think it's
No
shit.
contact whatsoever. Am I clear about that with you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's voila.
God bless you.
Spelled the same, isn't it? What do I know?
As far as I'm
In
concerned.
Jesus Christ's name, God bless you.
Get the hell out of the way, church boy.
Yeah, so I've
Beating up on your mom.
that you're not to have any contact with your mother.
It's a long
But
story.
because this is not your first rodeo, I'm going to put a $5,000 bond on you. Your
I
full
sure
day
do wish I could go back there.
of February. That is this Friday at 8:30. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes,
Step
sir.
to your right for me.
Spin around one time, though. Let everybody get a good look at that ass.
Cha cha one time.
I like that he's like, I'm going to stay with my mom.
Step on
I
your
mean, my brother.
Hey, we
right.
ate at a Parker's on the way to Florida. Actually, on our way to
Let's see, is this
Orlando.
Lamar?
Step up, ma'am. We can't see you.
It's actually pretty good.
Man, we're going to need some sort of response from you. Is this Latoya Lamar?
They got giant pork chops, by the way.
Yeah.
Fried.
Oh, yeah.
All right, can you hear me all right?
Lamar.
Okay. All right, ma'am. So you were here today for your first appearance. My understanding, the jail has advised you of your rights. Ms. Lamar, you were here today because you're accused of one-time theft. The complaint does not state a value, so I will treat it as a second-degree misdemeanor, punishable up to 60 days in the county jail.
Not your oddest, Trisha.
And let's see here, Ms. Lamar. It says that you would like the public defender's office and that you've got no income. Is that correct?
I ain't seeing nothing.
Oh,
Have
shit.
a job, Ms. Lamar? Do you have a job, Ms. Lamar? Do you work?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'll appoint the public defender's office to help you with this. Ms. Fambro, anything other than I
She
expect?
got 2 cases pending out of grammar
I
for
already got new
FTA.
Buffer and her praise and Salesforce and everybody else doing whatever they doing, and I'm like, in that. I'm like, y'all know shoes.
All right.
Is
Well
she
said.
yelling? Is she yelling at us?
All right. There's 2 KPSs with grant. Have those been signed or are they just pending KPSs?
No, they're pending for 2 FTAs from a couple of days ago. They're
All
waiting
right,
on
I'll-
grammar signatures. Yeah.
What I'll do, I'll put a $2,500 bond on her for that. That'll probably take care of that situation anyway.
Very.
She's a stay away from total laundry services. Good luck to you, Miss Lamar.
A laundry service.
Friday morning at 8:30.
I said, I wanted my whites crisp.
Next,
Yeah, she seems sweet.
Red X.
Hey now.
Step on the X. There you go.
All right, is this Miss Christensen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You were here today for your first appearance. In my understanding, ma'am, the jail has advised you of your rights. Ms. Christensen, you are charged with 2 crimes. The first one is a grand theft. That's a 3rd-degree felony.
Ooh.
Also, 1 count of it's like an organized scheme for fraud. That's also a 3rd-degree felony, and each of those charges are punishable up to 5 years in the Department of Corrections. And it says here, ma'am, that you'd like the public defender to represent you, and that you've got no income. Is that right?
Well, considering I lost my job because of the warrants, that's correct.
Well, that doesn't necessarily help me. Were you working as of yesterday?
No, I have not been working since the 10th of January because I had to
Hey,
come back
now.
to San Antonio to try to get these warrants cleared up.
All right. So since the 10th of January. And how much money did you bring home before the 10th of January, either weekly or bi-weekly or monthly?
Bi-weekly, I got like a $800 check every 2 weeks.
Oh, well, even at that income,
Double.
you would then qualify. So I will appoint the public defender.
Double the income of the first guy.
Ms. Fambro, anything I need to know about?
belly.
No, sir.
Come on.
No.
I miss Sweet Tea. I wish she would come back around.
Ms. Christensen, do you live here locally, ma'am?
I live in San Antonio, Texas.
Gee.
All right. How long have you lived in San
Loud.
Antonio, Texas?
How close is she to you, baby?
Since 2000 and since 2000.
That's a great question, Triple H. She's full of great questions today. What is it? The giant like egg or something? Where
It is a bulge. One of many that we can see visible here.
Yeah.
My question is this: she had time to defraud people and all this other stuff. She's got quite the little rap sheet there.
Yeah, she does.
Young girl like her breaking into crime.
$800 every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Good for her.
So over 20 years. All right. Family? Is there something you wanted to say, sir? If you do, please, first, if you'll stand and just identify yourself by name, who
Oh, shit. Somebody's there for her.
Is.
Oh, is that who that is?
Okay.
I didn't recognize you with the photo from 37 years ago.
To take care of the warrants. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know when they have the means.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out.
Got it. Sure. No, absolutely. I mean, it's always a good idea because it looks like these have been pending for what, back in 2015, it looks like.
Damn.
And they have not.
Who is it? Okay. Well, apparently nothing was done. All right. Well, now that this case is open, she's been served. She's here. I'm sure now steps can be taken to work this thing out in some form or fashion. All right. Here's
I can't
what
see her arms, so I couldn't draw them.
So, Ms. Christensen, whoever the alleged victim in this particular case is, let's see, this is an old complaint.
Is she petite in Florida? Is that what you're saying, Say like?
Oh, there it is. Vivian Ruiz. All right, ma'am. So, Ms. Christian, I'm going to order that you not have any contact with the alleged victim who has a last name of Ruiz. No contact with her. All right. Certainly, your attorney may proper pretrial discovery, but you're not to have any contact with her. Am I clear about that?
Yes.
All right. And because you drove yourself here to turn yourself in on these, I'm going to two small bonds on you. All right. $2,500 on each count for a total of $5,000. And sir, typically a bondsman charge 10%. So it should cost you about $500.
I feel like the judge is going to kick into the auctioneer any second.
Ms. Christensen, your court date on this is going to be the 4th of March at 9:00 in the morning. So talk to your attorney, but you may need I'm going to tell you, you've got to be in court unless your attorney files a waiver on your behalf. Otherwise, you'll need to be in court on March 4th at 9 a.m. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. State your name, ma'am.
Christian Davidson, break my gate.
All right. We're here today for your first appearance. My understanding is the jail has advised of your rights. Ms. Davidson, you are charged with 3 counts of burglary of an unoccupied structure and 3 counts of grand theft. Each of those charges are 6 third-degree felonies. Punishable up to 5 years in the Department of Corrections each. And it says, sir, ma'am, that you would like the public defender's office to represent you and that you've got no income. Is that correct?
No, sir, it's not. Mr. Barnes was supposed to be here today. I'm not sure why he's not. Mr. Brian Barnes.
Let's see, he's not here physically in the courtroom, Mr. Barnes.
Brian Barnes?
I think your check bounced, honey.
Where's Mr. Barnes?
No, ma'am, I'm not seeing Barnes. I'm not seeing Mr. Barnes here. Okay.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: have you retained Mr. Barnes, or
Go out in the hallway? Ask 3 times.
What's the deal
But
there?
as soon as I got out, I was going to go retain him. My fiance.
I got you. So that's fine. So if you intend to hire an attorney and you're going to do
He's
it
got
as
a
soon as
great
you get
voice.
out of jail or whatever the case may be, then there's no reason for me to appoint the PD's office. So if that's what you want to do, there's no sense in incurring the expense of me appointing them. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's fine.
All right. So I won't appoint them. Then certainly if it doesn't work out between you and Mr. Barnes and you feel like you need the public defender's office, you can always apply in the future. All right.
Okay.
Ms. Fambro, anything I need to know about Ms. Davidson?
They actually have bond out of Jackson County, but I think these charges happened prior to those charges.
Okay, let's see. These were warrants signed on December 11th by Judge Van, it appears.
She just
Judge
bonded
Van,
like
shout
a
out.
couple of days ago out of Jackson.
All right, and it's Jackson County. We will let, assuming it's felony, we'll let Judge Garcia deal with that then, I guess. Anything else? So what's going on in her life then in the past?
Locally 17 grand theft times 3 FTA on those VOPs.
Oh no.
There's a grand theft and 22 locally. I'm gonna presume Jackson or Gulf. There's a theft, resisting, fleeing and loot 23, petty theft 19, controlled substance VOPs 320 in the other county.
All right, and you said that she failed to appear in that
Nice.
grand theft times 3 case. Any other FTAs?
No, sir.
All right.
On a roll.
Can I say that the only reason I failed to appear is because I was in jail in another county.
Oh, well,
All right.
good excuse.
All right, Ms. Davidson. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is going to be the most important thing I tell you today. And that is that you're going to have absolutely, positively no contact with the alleged victim in this particular case. Okay.
Piggy.
All right. And I think it's multiple.
I think she thought she had one. But
Yeah,
Sounds like the fiance dropped the ball.
The victims, all 3 of the alleged victims in this particular case, you're to have no contact with. Am I clear about that with you? When I say no contact, that also means telephone calls and emails and any form of communication. So you understand that? All
Yes,
right.
sir.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
what happened? Are we Creed for? Oh, no, okay.
No, that's them taking their.
I just saw her put her head down. Everybody else is so still right now in the shot.
Yeah, no, I felt like I was moving way too much. Look at our good pal Gary down there. Gary, our only fan. Gary is a longtime supporter. He cares.
You may, but understand that everything you say is being recorded and can be used against you.
Yes, sir. I was just going to ask you if there's any way possible the pre-trial release program, since there are new charges and I haven't been on probation, so that I could please get back to work. And I have a daughter who has to go in and have surgery on her leg.
By back to work.
Another leg issue.
More with legs.
Good to
By
see you,
back
Chris.
to work, she means to go steal things.
Yeah, leg. Another leg thing. It worked for the first guy, kind of.
Well, it did. I mean, I thought it was a good
Mom needed 2 new legs.
Rosemary, can we come over? That sounds pretty good.
That
Actually.
sounds so.
As long as
so
you make
good.
you make the right stuffing. That's all about
As long as there's no oysters in it, I'm good. I'm
it.
down.
Oh,
No oysters.
way to just ruin such a great side.
Yeah, no oysters.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's not going to be possible. Not based on that history. If you didn't have any history, it could possibly be possible. But no, it's not. Not with that history that I heard. So no, ma'am. What I'll do, I'm going to put the bond that would be the same as your preset bond. I'll put a $5,000 bond. All right.
Thank God
And
somebody
your court
cares.
date on this is going to be the 29th of February.
you
at
so
9 a.m. Good
We had
luck
such
to
a
you, ma'am.
strong start today, you know.
We come out of the box hot and heavy.
Next.
Oh, she forgot to sign.
So that's Shannon. State your name.
Thank you, Miss Kay.
Sadar.
All right, Ms. Sadar, welcome back to first appearance. And you are here. It looks like they've added a charge yesterday. If you remember, yesterday you were at first appearance, Ms. Sadar, and we also had you for a criminal mischief charge, if memory serves, greater than $1,000. I think that one was for damage that you allegedly incurred on the inside of the police cruiser. Today, they've got you on the same charge for criminal mischief involving damage in excess of $1,000, which is a third-degree felony. But this time, I think it is to your husband's, the damage to your husband's vehicle. It may be the same charge. You've got it times 2, one from yesterday for the police cruiser, today for your husband's vehicle. All right. So that's why you're here. Nothing has changed from yesterday. You're still going to have the court date of March 11th at 9 a.m. Miss
That's
Sadar,
2
all I'm
days
gonna do
before
is
my
I'm gonna
birthday.
add a $2,500 bond
Yeah.
to this most recent criminal mischief charge. All right, and good luck to you.
How much would I have to pay to get out? If it's
I don't
2,500?
For yesterday, it's 10% if you talk to a bondsman.
Next. Critics, state your name.
Kelly Abbott.
Murder.
Ill-fitting suit.
Today for your first appearance.
Is that just a dress? They didn't have any more. They didn't have any more pants, so just had to get to the murderer.
Give me the biggest one week. Take that one off that big girl and put it on her before she goes in. It'll be hilarious.
Understanding, ma'am, the jail's advised you of your rights. Miss Abbott, it looks like you were here not because you have any
Alley
charges
cat.
out of Bay County. You're here because there was a warrant for your arrest out of Walton County. Looks like it is a felony warrant. Miss Abbott, Walton County has requested to hold you so they've got some time to come pick you up. What I will do is I will have them bring you back if you are still in our jail.
Now we're talking.
We'll do Monday
yeah.
as well. So we'll return you January 12th. If you are still in our jail, which I suspect you'll be long gone, then you will get to see Judge Van, and they'll explain why you're still in our jail.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Step to your right to the T. Next.
Sweet Tea just got a shout out.
Yeah.
Right.
God bless you, whoever that was.
Gazoo tight.
All right. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were here today for your first appearance. And my understanding, ma'am, the jail has advised you of your rights. Ma'am, you are here also not because you have any charges locally out of Bay County. There is a warrant for your arrest out of Santa Rosa County, Florida. And Santa Rosa County, Florida has requested that we hold you to allow them to come pick you up. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. But we're not going to hold you forever. So what I will do is I will order that if you are still in our jail, on the 12th of February, so that's roughly 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks from now, then you will come back to first appearance and we will find out why. I suspect you'll be long gone. Good luck to you, ma'am.
At first, when he said long gone, I thought it was like, you'll
Next.
escape. I know you.
Critics, state your name.
And congrats to her actually tucking in her
Adams,
shirt.
You were here today
for
for your
court.
first appearance.
Every evening in jail, you should always look your best.
That's right.
Mr. Adams, you are charged with one count of the misuse of the 911 emergency system. That is a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable up to 1 year in the county jail. Mr. Adams, it says that you'd like the public defender's office and that you've got no income. Is that correct, sir?
Say what?
Just one close enough.
Hi.
Do you have a job? Social Security. Is that your only source of income is Social Security? Yes. Okay. Then I'll appoint the PD's office to help you with this. Ms. Fambro, anything I need to know?
He was just released from the same charge a couple of days ago. With a trespass in 23, a burglary that was reduced to a trespass.
Just a few days ago. That
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Same thing, calling 911.
In Georgia, 22 trespass, stalking, criminal mischief, VOPs through 23, domestic ag and ag stalking 19, battery 18.
And Ms. Fambro, when you said he was just released a couple days ago, was he serving a sentence or is he out on bond or on probation?
He was
or
serving
what
a
is it
sentence.
now?
He was serving a sentence.
He served a sentence. Okay, so he successfully completed that. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I know, but I can't fix it from here. So, Mr. Adams, I'm not going to tell you that you can't call 911, but I'm just going to caution you, sir. Obviously, 911 is a very limited resource. We only have, a certain number of firefighters and police officers and healthcare workers to provide assistance because every time you call that, they're coming. All right. And it's a waste of resources if you call and it's not a true emergency. So I'm going to caution you, do not call 911 unless it is a true emergency. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. Mr. Adams, I'll put a $1,500 bond on you. Your court date is going to be Friday morning at 8:30 with Judge Kramer. Okay. So good luck to you, Mr. Adams.
Step to your right to the T.
No, he tried to
So
get
this
out.
is going to be number 9.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah.
That's the first time we've seen him all day.
State your name.
Always lurking. Always diligent.
Russ, all right. I'm going to assume is that short for Russell Snellgrove?
Mm-hmm.
Russ.
All right, Mr. Snellgrove, good afternoon. You are here today for your first appearance. And Mr. Snellgrove, my understanding is the jail has advised you of your rights. Sir, you were charged with 1 count resisting law enforcement without violence. That is a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable up to 1 year in the county jail. Also, 1 count of disorderly conduct. That is a second-degree misdemeanor, punishable up to 60 days in the county jail. And it says here, Mr. Snellgrove, that you refused. You do not want the public defender's office to represent you. Is that right?
Oh, represent yourself, please.
Yeah. He looks like he'll do a fine
Ms.
job.
Bambro, you
at
muted
it.
maybe? I can't.
No, sir.
No. Oh, Mr. Snellgrove. I'm not, based on your lack of a response, I will honor your request and not appoint the public defender's office. Ms. Bambro.
Are these like the extra crazy people here?
Must be.
Indecent exposure in 23.
Indecent exposure. Yeah. Hey now.
All right. Mr. Snellgrove, it says you live around Panama City. Is that right?
No,
No. Where do you live?
I don't live here.
All right. Well, that helps me a little bit. But where do you live? You got someplace you call home?
No.
No.
Call him the Wanderer. Yeah, the Wanderer.
Oh.
He roams around.
Uh-oh, medical Charlie 4.
Oh, that's not good.
Medical check 1 out Charlie door right now, sir. I'm a little behind on it.
Something bad's happening.
All right. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to put a $2,500 bond on the resist, $1,500 on the disorderly. His court date is going to be Friday morning at 8:30. If you do post those bonds, Mr. Snellgrove, make sure you show up for court. Good luck to you.
All right, you can step up.
Look at his fingers. He's like,
oh, yeah.
This weird.
Sir, number 7, Mr. Keating is medically unable to come.
Okay, so we will return. So we'll, I
Oh,
assume
wow.
they want to be here. We'll return them tomorrow.
He didn't even have to step to
Well,
the
actually,
T.
it's a disorderly intoxication. What kind of history is Keaton? Is it a bad history? Is it a lot of similar charges?
Yeah, but he's on felony probation.
Then we'll return him tomorrow. Then that's fine. If I was going to say if that's all he had, and we might be able to resolve it today, so you guys didn't have to hold him overnight if he finished his detox. But we'll bring him back tomorrow.
Yes, sir. State your name, sir.
Yeah.
She's signing for him.
I think she is.
Uh-huh.
All right, this is Mr. Sandlin. All right, good morning or good afternoon, rather, sir. You were here today for your first appearance. My understanding, sir, the jail has advised you of your rights. Mr. Sandlin, it looks like you're not here on anything new. It looks like you're here on case 24-154-MM. Looks like you failed to show up for court with Judge Grammer in that particular case. So that's why you're here today. Mr. Sandlin, let's see. Is the public defender already representing you, sir? Ms. Fambro, you're muted. I can't hear him. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, they are. All right. So there'll be no reason for me to reappoint them today.
I don't believe so.
Don't believe so. All right. Well, then let's see if you qualify. Oh, let's see here. It says that you've got 2 dependents. Do you have any income? Do you have a job?
I do not, sir. Not right this moment. I'm watching the youngest 3-year-old while my wife's working.
Living it up. Living the dream.
All right, Mr. Sandlin. So Judge Grammer,
Sugar daddy,
because you missed court with him, he preset your bond in the amount of $1,000. So that's what we'll do today. You will now get to see Judge Grammer on Friday at 8:30 in the morning. If you post that bond, I suggest you show up for court this time, or he'll probably hold you without bond if you fail to appear again. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign.
when the light comes on. Whoa!
Yes.
Oh God!
Oh my goodness!
TV, state your name.
Yep. Mr. Burton, you were here today.
Is he
for your
cold?
First appearance. I'm standing, sir, that the jail has advised you of your rights. Mr. Burton,
cold
you
as
reported one
jail
count
ever.
of domestic violence battery. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable after 1 year in the county jail. And it says here, sir, that you do not want the public defender's office to represent you. Is that right?
Okay, I guess so. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Because I just moved out here from Palm Bay, and the officer was asking me questions yesterday, and I don't really got a job right now.
No, so No, Mr. Burton, let's not get into the facts of the case about what may or may not have happened with any police
I
officer.
thought maybe he was a
What I'm
drummer.
asking is, you signed a piece of paper here saying that you
Yeah,
do
that's
not
fine. Yeah.
want public defender's office. Is that true?
That's fine.
Okay, I won't appoint them. Ms. Ambrose, anything?
Controlled substance in 22, domestic mass strangulation, 18, robbery with a weapon, 16, 13, there was a bunch of charges, ag assault, harassing communication, shoplifting, meth with intent. Locally, it goes back to 99.
99. Any FTAs mixed in that?
He's like, look at this hand.
Um,
Steady as a rock. Yeah, but I shoot with this one.
Page up here.
But I showed up for court that day. I showed up for court. The judge reassigned, he posted, he signed it. My warrant.
Looks pretty severe.
Okay.
If that's what it is,
Mr. Burton, all right.
makes sense.
First thing I'm going to tell you, sir, is the most important to tell you is that you're going to have absolutely, positively no contact with the alleged victim in this particular case. And I think that's a Miss Chrisman. All right. So when I say you're going to have
Christmas.
contact with Miss Chrisman, that certainly means face-to-face contact, but that also means don't call her, don't email her, don't text message her, do not show up at her house. You can't live or reside under the same roof as her. Am I clear about that with you, sir?
What?
He just pulled a James Brown. Dropped to one knee.
Burton, here's what I'm going to do for you. In addition to that no contact order, I am going to put a $5,000 bond.
Turning into a monster?
Your court
Is he
date
going to take a
going
nap?
be Friday morning at 8:30.
Is anybody going to say anything or help him?
You can go out, we'll bring your paperwork to you. No problem. Next.
I don't mean to laugh because that's sad. But my God,
He's in a bad way. Wow.
You were
For
declared
real,
your
that's-
first appearance. My understanding, sir, that jail has advised you of your rights.
good Lord.
Mr.
My
Riley, I was
goodness.
here on page 23.
Don't drink,
54,
don't do
29,
drugs.
Where it is alleged that you violated the terms of your misdemeanor probation in that particular case.
How about the security guard and her? The judge, which I'm assuming can see in there.
Nobody said a word. Yeah.
Like barely even react to that. You can imagine what they see in there. That's just
I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gotta be because who was that? Was that Sweet Tea? It's gotta be because they see it all the time. They're numb to it, right? At this point. Got to. I mean, it's not a fact of compassion or anything. They just they see it all the time.
I mean, obviously it needs some help, self-inflicted or not. That's
you can die from that stuff, right?
I would think so, especially.
I mean, he drops down like that. I mean,
couldn't even stand up that long.
Nobody called for medical, no nothing.
That's kind of that kind of shows. I mean, let's hope that they do get us a medical ones in there.
Dude needs to see a doctor like fast.
That is bad.
And it says here, sir, that you would like the public defender's office to represent you and that you have no income. Is that correct?
It is.
It is. I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Zero income.
All right. And Mr. Riley, your bond has been preset in
He's living the life of Riley.
Dollars on this violation. Your court date on this is going to be on the 7th of February at 1:30 in the afternoon with Judge Van. So make sure that you show up for court if you post the bond. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, step to your
Good
right
luck
the
to you,
chief.
sir. And
Now,
guys,
a lot of Judge Vans, which is
Yes.
awesome. That means he's going to be
we're going to see him again.
back on our screens really soon.
Those of you who don't know, Judge Van is a lot of fun. Has a very good rapport with.
Judge Van would have said something about that dude.
I think
he would
have
have.
questions for sure.
Like, are you all right?
Yeah.
What's going on with you right now?
Seen you?
Yeah. Have you seen a doctor? Are you on some meds?
Florida Friday continues next at 4:05. We got a chase. Is it looking good today?
It's a bounty. We're gonna find out why you should never ever receive any kind of mail from a girlfriend or boyfriend you had, I don't know, 50 years ago. It's a bad idea because you could end up dead.
And don't forget at 5:30 East on all three channels for members only. Everybody's invited to this one because we missed the other two.
Yeah. So we're gonna super load it. It's gonna be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We're gonna by the way, that video Creed was made for Canadian police training video. Yes.
That will be enjoyable. I promise you. We're going to learn tonight. The Groundhog Day Express. Gary, our only fan. Thank you, Gary. Longtime supporter. He cares. Exclamation point. Miss K is not only a giver, she's also hot. I'm just reading it. Oh, yes. Fan of the year, Mayor. Also cares. And Michael Dunlap. Oh,
he's kind and on time.
He's not always kind and on time. Mikey People Court Show YouTube.
Yes.
Mikey, excuse me.
You're nailing the algorithm, my friend.
That's right. Killing it. Thank you, guys.
Also, keep an eye out around 3 p.m. today. There'll be a great court video going up on the main channel where you'll see people yelling at judges. I believe the guy calls the judge a hoe. I'm not sure exactly. He's got a lot of words to say. So make sure you tune in for that and much, much more. You guys do us a huge favor. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Share it. That's awesome too. Do that kind of stuff. And of course, thank you, Vicky. Vicky always leaves awesome comments. Be like Vicky. Leave awesome comments. Stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. We'll see you for the next one.
You have a big penis?
Ooh. No, I don't. Sorry.